Yeah, know what I'm saying? Grown Men Cry Part 3. Yeah. I can tell you them stories about when a grown man cry. What you know about tears in a grown man's eyes? Life gets deep, I seen gorillas shed tears. The hardest of the heart, the type that never feel. But when pain boils over and anger runs out, then a man is left to deal with his own doubts and face them problems that chip away at our peace. That's when the Lord says you're going the wrong way without me. Yeah. Hey. We was witnessing on them streets, man. Yeah. We was witnessing on them streets, hit a motel parking lot, ran into a dude that partied a lot. He was about 41, he had been drinking 40s and rum. We presented the gospel, tears started to run down his face. He wasn't hostile at all, he had ran from God, his background Pentecostal and all. During his college years he went astray, sipping the drink with his fraternity buddies. Eternity he wasn't trying to study, he was living for the moment. But the moment turned into the last 20 years of his life. How time went by so quick, the alcohol destroyed his marriage. It caused infidelity, insecurity, and jealousy. Then he started sleeping around with prostitutes and caught 2 DWIs. The courts prosecute 2.5 year bid. That's what he did in the pen. He gave his life to God and never started sipping again. Once he got out, then the Lord sent us to this man. We bring hope to the sinners. You still got a chance to get it right. That's what we told him. He dropped the 40 that he was holding, recommitted his life to God. Then his face started glowing. His heart was open, tears wiped away, replaced by a smile on his face. He was sure he'd go to heaven if he were to die today. That's the power of your witness, bringing folk out of misery. Cause grown men is still crying today and throughout history. Know what I'm saying? Look, I can tell you them stories about when a grown man cry. What you know about tears in a grown man's eyes? Life gets deep, I seen gorillas shed tears. The hardest of the heart, the type that never feel. But when pain boils over and anger runs out, then a man is left to deal with his own doubts and face them problems that chip away at our peace. That's when the Lord says you're going the wrong way without me. Yeah. I'm talking about. Yeah. A stand-up man of God who he was, but he had a girl that was dragging him down, stressing him out. He was asking around where she was, she would disappear for a couple hours, couple nights. It isn't clear exactly what she did, but this man loved her so. She said she loved him too, but her love didn't show. This man's in ministry, wondering if the enemy is using her to hinder him, or if it's God that sent to him this woman. Then the answer came instantly. He knew what he had to do. There was only one remedy, but in the process of his thoughts, tears came. He had invested some years, man, trying to make it work, feel his pain. He did what he had to do, stuck with God and kept it true, held his ground and never moved. Nowadays he's a better dude. It was a minor setback, a tear or two, we had to shed that. Told the story, some of the old heads laughed, cause they had been through it, had they heart broke to the point that it was hard to cope. Some got hardened though and turned to players and pimps, making a vow that they'd never get a heart to a woman ever since they was hurt the first time. So they switched the game and do females real dirty, leaving them hurt and ashamed. This the vicious cycle of tears, both inside and out. You watch people close enough, it won't be long, you'll find out. If you watch people close enough, it won't be long, you'll find out. Folks got tears on the inside, some they come out on the outside. I can tell you them stories about when a grown man cry, grown men cry. I can tell you them stories about when a grown man cry. What you know about tears in a grown man's eyes? Life gets deep, I seen gorillas shed tears. The hardest of the heart, the type that never feel. But when pain boils over and anger runs out, then a man is left to deal with his own doubts and face them problems that chip away at our peace. That's when the Lord says you're going the wrong way without me. Yeah, show you something. Let me show you something right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look here, look here. Hey, I can tell you other stories how men cry when they searching for direction in life and can't seem to find it. Leadership and guidance let them down in the past, so they be so violent. Can't hardly trust, cause when they did, they got stepped on, pushed and led wrong, but they had to head on that same pathway. They know that it's the last days, recovering from the last days they was in a black maze. It's what they feel like they walking through. You be trying to talk to them, but they don't really want to talk to you. Understand pain that make the eyes of a man rain. Drops of water, no band-aid for the bruise or the hurt. Some refused by the church, now they mad at God, desperate trying to do whatever works. But but over years holding tears back is kinda hard. And truth is, everybody don't find the Lord. Some folks mad enough to fight the Lord if they could, but they can't, so they persecute his people, purposely pursuing evil, thereby purchasing the wrath of God against their own soul. His spirit has no flow in their life, but the good news is you can be saved now, cause what that good dude did, talking about Jesus Christ, if you believe that he died, if you believe he was raised, if you believe he's alive, ain't gonna tell you no lie. You might still have to cry sometimes, but the sun will shine, you don't have to fry. Those who sow in tears reap in joy, weeping lasts for a night, joy cometh in the morning. God will turn all your mourning into dancing. Blessed are those who weep now, you'll laugh later. Those who mourn now know that your reward is greater. In the kingdom, God will wipe all your tears away, take all the fears away and comfort you here today. Grown men cry, believe me, it's that deep. Whether they are black sheep or serving God, that's how it be. Yeah, the way of the transgressor is hard, but even the righteous are called to suffer. Come on. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? But I'd rather suffer in the will of God than suffer out of the will of God. Come on. Check it. Look. Hey, I can tell you them stories about when a grown man cry. What you know about tears in a grown man's eyes? Life gets deep, I seen gorillas shed tears. The hardest of the hard, the type that never feel. But when pain boils over and anger runs out, then a man is left to deal with his own doubts and face them problems that chip away at our peace. That's when the Lord says you're going the wrong way without me. Yeah. It was a minor setback, a tear or two, we had to shed that. Told the story, some of the old heads laughed, cause they had been through it. Had they heart broke to the point that it was hard to cope. Some got hardened though and turned to players and pimps, making a vow that they'd never get a heart to a woman ever since. Know what I'm saying? That's how the game goes sometimes. Yeah. I'm saying, watch that cycle of brokenness. I seen dudes get hurt by a female, get played by a female, then they want to get hardened up, and now they want to be players and pimps all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm done.